You know, fam, with some of the conversations that Moonie, Zephyr, and I get into in between the recordings of these episodes, I might genuinely consider just having a couple of, like, bonus episodes in between the recordings where I just sit us on one of these screens, but pull up some different music and we just talk about whatever we're talking about with the bouncing faces. Because, like, one of us will get on a tangent, one of us will info dump, one of us will get real passionate about it, and then it's just like, yeah, now I feel better. And I feel like it would be a lovely thing to share that.
We like that.
Anyways, I decided to go ahead and do a little bit of research. Because we're gonna make some progress this map. We're gonna make some progress this episode, and if this is the episode where we end up, like, you know, taking a little longer to do the recording, so be it.
So be.
Hee.
Bless you.
Oh my god, thank you.
That was such a violent call.
Oh my god.
Was that the sneeze that you were holding in, like not holding in, but was stuck in your nose for like God knows how long?
For like a full episode ago? Yes. Finally. Oh my god. Son.
That was just funny.
Oh man.
I do appreciate when they just, alright. Wait, she's actually here.
Wait, she's alive?
Yeah. Oh. Is that the woman that we were looking for?
Taking the bottle of perfume, the woman spreads it over her body, coating every inch. Honey, no. The little dots on the inside of your wrist and a little bit over your pulse point on your neck. That's all you need. You are going to be detectable from 100 feet away.
I think she's a concubine. Or that.
Oh.
The curse is broken?
Curse?
What?
Doesn't matter. There's a wonderful kimono in the bag. Feel free to take it and do as you please. It may make a nice gift for the Lady Gozen.
We can get the beautiful kimono.
Yes.
Also, who
Right
was
after
that lady?
We finally found the discovery of that kimono we've been searching for ages now.
Yep.
Yep.
The colors have not faded. It is cleanly folded. This must be a truly fine kimono. The floral pattern embroidered from hem to sleeve is neither plain nor garish, but exudes an air of simple elegance. As you reach your hand out to take the kimono, it slips from its hanging place by its own volition and lands softly in your hands.
Aww.
Alright, so now we finally made it into that room and we can close that chapter of this story.
We can close that mystery.
Mystery solved.
Yep.
The one mystery that'll never be solved is how this one Komaso, disappeared.
Indeed.
That man is in 4 pieces now.
He's dead.
Oh god.
If I had a cosplaying bone in my body, I would cosplay that Black Shade. Just because I like her outfit. But I don't have a cosplaying bone in my body, so...
Says
I mean,
who?
I cosplay myself and people would actually buy it.
Says me, I don't have that bone in my body.
That sounds like quitter talk to me.
It absolutely is quitter talk. Absolutely.
Now I just gotta figure out where the hell we are. And then, okay, so we're in this room here.
Mm-hmm.
And if we take a left or take a right, this is the door up. So now we go here. We go out this way, we take a left, we take the next left. We go a long ass way by several doors. We go through
Did I hear
here.
screaming?
You did. You go down these stairs, but then we immediately take a right and go back up these stairs. Take a right, take a left. Take a right, there's stairs here. We take it immediately right, there's more stairs here. Then there's a very long winding hallway. There's more stairs down here. And then that is a square room with this exit.
Oh, secret door. We're just gonna ignore the screams and we're just gonna keep moving forward.
Yes,
The bloody
and
murder,
now
yeah.
the trickiest part is the fact that beyond the secret door is a dark zone that I'm going to have to, like... I have the map in front of me because I have the guide. So I
Are we
actually...
gonna have to navigate in the dark?
Yeah, we're gonna have to navigate by the sound effects of me turning and stepping forward.
Oh boy.
So that turns us right to face north. 1, 2. Okay, good.
Oh, that's pleasant.
We turn left. We go forward once. Okay, so that's a door in a room that is vaguely lit. Sir.
Veteran.
Sir, what are you doing down here?
What are you wearing that does not match the theme of this place?
What? He didn't take long to go down. That's kind of terrifying.
No, that's fantastic, actually. I could stand more easy encounters like that. Okay, so now we have to be incredibly careful with this next door because there's a staircase that if we walk into it, is a one-way door back to a floor, and then we have to go a long way around to actually get back to where we're going, so...
Oh, fun.
Yay.
Forward.
Enthusiasm.
Okay, turn right. Forward. Left. Forward. Right. Now I understand why they have the whipping sounds. The whipping sounds are the worst. They're actually distracting.
Oh, God.
Okay. Okay. All right. This just goes all the way to a wall? It does. So we turn around, go here. And then we turn right, and then we go down until we can't. And then we turn right, and then we go down again. And then we turn right, and...
Detention cell?
This room is filthy.
I can only imagine how.
The air is fetid to the point that you think you will catch something by breathing. The room itself seems normal, other than the exposed girders in the walls. As you walk forward, a dingy-looking man appears and blocks your way. You people terrorists? Those rumors about hell or whatnot, well, just pay up and you can pass. 10,000 gold per person.
What?
No. Broke?
Fuck you,
Then
Jan.
get the hell out.
$10,000 per person. That's like a freaking highway robbery right there. That's worse than the shopkeeper.
That's worse than me going to the dollar store to try and get a bag of chips and it's $2 and some change for 70% air.
Boy, it would sure suck if we, cast a couple of very well-focused single-target spells.
Oh, you mean cast fireball? Got it.
Oh no, not fireball. So, holy crap, Voss!
Jeez, boss.
Boss said, go away.
Well,
See, this
He
is
done
what
it.
happens when you try to extort a party of well-trained, well-equipped adventurers.
like,
That was
how do
the
you-
easiest 1600 XP.
Indeed.
How do you mistake well-equipped people
For
for tourists?
As the dingy old man falls to the ground, a key drops from his breast pocket. Found key! Alright.
So crazy quiz time. If you somehow, per person, had 10,000 gold each, would this be different?
Yes, he'd unlock the door and the rest of the dungeon would continue as usual.
Okay, so it's just a matter of. I got it.
Yep.
Killing was faster, anyways.
There is a torture rack here.
Ew.
A set of manacles are attached to this thick wooden board for both hands and feet. Many people must have been tortured with this device. There's a human-shaped stain on the wood and blood marks everywhere.
Oh.
Though you would rather not, you force yourself to examine the device just in case. The board and leg manacles show no anomalies, but when you grab the arm shackles, you find you can pull the chain outward.
Oh,
It's a door.
it's a door.
It's a door. That's suspicious.
Nope.
Damn.
Little fairy can't quite fit in the lock.
Nope.
Don't mind me just using the map. This is a one-way door and will send us back into the dungeon, and we have to do the dark zone all over again, so we're gonna skip that. A putrid stench rises from the copious amounts of severed heads on display.
Oh, lovely.
Let's stick our hands in them.
Ew.
Let's not.
A moldering wooden stand displays numerous severed heads lined up in rows. A majority of the
God.
heads have begun to decay and are letting off a smell so awful it makes your stomach turn.
Oh God, I want out of here.
Mother, I want to go home.
You know, I think I stopped craving violence in the last run. I think
I
I just
don't want violence anymore.
Among the many heads on display, one holds something shiny in its mouth. At first, you think it is a silver tooth, but the glimmer is too unnatural. Bracing yourself against revulsion, you stuff your hand into the mouth. Pinching the shiny object, you slowly draw it out and find yourself holding a key.
Oh.
You should probably wash your hands now.
Yeah.
Are they considered zombies now?
Oh, let's find out!
I mean, if you don't kill them first.
Wow. The monsters in the jail are surprisingly weak.
Or everything else that's outside of it?
It's hilarious.
All those shades?
That is literally hilarious.
They-
Alright, I was not able to dispel the ghosts. Oh, one of the flying... Why are y'all casting Mugref?
That is the million-dollar question.
Oh, they're buffing their own AC. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, try to do some honest-to-goodness being a priest.
Doing the priest.
We're gonna save some of our better spells, if we can. Foss has gotten very good at violence.
Isn't he always good at violence?
Well, he's become more proficient at violence.
We do like proficiency at violence.
Efficiency.
A headless corpse is strung up on the wall.
Oh, lovely. Are you going to be sticking your hand on the inside of his nickel? Sorry, I had some Resident Evil vibes there for a second.
Just a bit.
You place the spiritual charm around its neck. A beautiful light flashes forth, bringing light to the cell. And from within that light, a giant human face appears.
Ah!
You bastards! Where did you get a hold of that?
Alright. What?
Sir, we're sorry.
We're sorry we killed your wife, but damn!
If we hadn't killed her, he'd actually be friendly.
Uh-oh. We done goofed.
We
Well,
fucked up.
I guess we're just gonna have to do it this way.
We done fucked up.
Well, not much we can do about it now. Angel and Zephyr coming in clutch. Just high-fiving in the background.
High-fiving in
Okay.
the background, and then there's this big
Yeah.
spark of, like, explosion.
Just waiting for it.
That actually, in my head, is actually really cute.
Secret door.
Like, unironically adorable.
Yes.
Okay, so remember that area we couldn't get to because the face stopped us?
Yeah.
That is no longer an issue.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which will enable us to get to the rest of the dungeon.
The
Yay,
screaming.
enabling! I'm just talking over the screaming at this point.
The screaming.
Screaming? What's screaming? There's no screaming.
There's a lot of screaming.
I know.
There's
All
so much
right.
screaming.
Doom a pick. We have... Oh, yeah, it's a long way to get back to where we need to go, but at least it's a pretty linear path. It doesn't look or feel linear, but it is... Oh, no. No.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah,
No.
all right. And this is why we were keeping the good spells.
We kept the good spells. That's all that matters.
Woo!
All right, I think we're okay.
Could be. Okay, this is less scary now that we're able to beat them into submission at this point.
Good money. Good money. I love watching enemies miss.
I too
It's very
love to watch
satisfying.
them miss. There's just something fun about having them miss.
Dark ominous hallway, here we go.
Here we go.
Ouch.
Bonk.
This is fine.
This is absolutely fine.
I need to
Let's
step away
not.
for a hot second.
I want to go home.
Somewhere close, you hear a crying baby. But this room looks like a garbage dump, with unidentifiable busted objects scattered about. Curled up, covered up by debris, the baby is sleeping peacefully in its crib. You try to move the crib, but when you attempt to lift it, you find that the force field keeps you from laying a finger on the crib. When your hand bumped into the force field, the small ball the baby had in its mouth fell out and rolled your way.
We found a jewel.
Yep.
I'm just gonna stick that to video game logic because I can't.
Yeah, it's okay. 2, right, 2, right, 1, left, 2. Yes, right. Yes. Left. Left again. Forward, left, forward. Forward as far as we could go. Take a left. Forward as far as we can go. Take a right. Forward. Ouch. Left. For. Okay.
Ugh. What a day to crawl around blindly in the dark.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
That is sufficiently a dog head.
I mean, there are wolf people in this game, so...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my character is one of them.
Wow, that must have been like at the very beginning, and I don't remember that very well. So are we making our way back to the room with all the ropes?
Yep. And we're headed to one of the secret rooms we opened, because it says there's something new in one of them. In the room beyond the scroll is a familiar-looking man, now dressed differently. I have a request.
Interestingly.
Your name? Shugen. I am chief among the thieves. What are you doing? Trying to lead thieves is very tiring work. What do you want? Simple, really. I want you to get rid of the man who resides at the top of this tower. Don't ask why. If you get it done, come to the altar and I'll have your money. Alright, hand this letter to Rama Gozen. Gozen should be on the floor above. Don't let me down.
An altar. Yeah, that ain't suspicious at all.
Neat. All right, now we actually aren't. Yes, I know. There are cords from the ceiling. Shut up. We're actually not doing that. We're going around here and we're going upstairs.
Stairs, yay.
All right, this is a small floor, but don't be fooled. It's the most dangerous one in the tower.
Oh, fun.
The encounter rate is high, a number of the enemies can actually hurt you, and the traps on the chests have reached potentially team-wiping levels.
Team wiping levels. Oh, God. Big bear.
Moon Bear!
It's not the cute and cuddly Ursaluna anymore.
I'm all for the fact that it can't hit an AC -4.
Has anything managed to hit? Can anything hit in the negative digits?
Sure.
Okay.
Something is written in ink on a wooden sign above the door. Harem.
Oh. I'm kind of nervous to go in there.
You see a lone woman standing in an empty room with an overpowering smell of incense. Unlike the miserable tower dwellers you keep meeting, this woman appears august in her demeanor. However, you also note a sly shadow on her features, suggesting a keen awareness and cunning. Finally, belying her august presence, her clothing appears ancient and is nearly falling apart.
Oh.
Should you not know that this land is in the midst of a catastrophe? It is but the prelude to a new era. And what a new era requires is a destructor of the old and victims of that destructor. I wonder which you will be. Who has the... There it is. Running her eyes over the letter, Rama goes and laughs through her nose, then throws the letter into a fire.
Ooh.
She brings out a small blade. Take this. Leisurely, she heads for a switch in the back and presses it. Found sword!
So, as I say, could we not give her the kimono?
What is it? You wish to gift me this? I do suppose that one of my stature should wear more than rags. I thank you. As soon as she puts her hands through the sleeves, the kimono tightens itself around her neck.
Oh my god! Whoops!
We just killed her.
Whoopsie doodle. I thought we were being nice. I thought we were being nice and cordial.
We have killed everyone that we did not have to kill.
God, are we the bad guys?
Something is written in ink on a wooden sign above the door. Room of the General. This room must have once been glamorously decorated, but now it has been reduced to sooty starkness. Like every other room, there's nothing special about it. After a while, a sinister-looking man appears and comes towards you while opening and closing a fancy fan.
Forgive my delay. I had to help with groceries.
That's alright.
We accidentally killed someone again.
Again?
Yeah, we found a harem. We gave the letter to the lady inside. Then we gave her the pretty kimono, and she's like, oh, this is a nice kimono. I should wear it. And then it tightened itself around her neck and suffocated her.
We didn't know it was gonna happen.
Well, who are you, then? Come to assault the room of Shogun Gyrus?
Does he need an item? Probably.
No, this is the guy that dude who wants it, that thief guy.
Yeah.
Wants us to fight.
Yep.
Ah. So we got to kill him.
Yep.
We just want to make sure we're...
A very fine blade. He seems quite taken with the sword, staring at it in admiration. Suddenly, oof! He lets out a small groan and topples to the floor. When you take a look at the body, you notice the hand with which he handled the sword has swollen to at least twice the normal size. There must have been a poisoned needle embedded in the hilt. Quickly glancing around to check for witnesses, you depart the area in a hurry.
We just left his ass.
Let's bolt. Let's get the out of here.
We fucking loved him. That was so good.
The altar in front of you is giving off a powerful aura. A glowing azure sphere is on top of a marble altar encrusted with gems. The sphere does not seem to be touching the altar. The mechanic by which the sphere is floating and giving off light eludes you. Stranger still, sword is captured inside the sphere, hanging there silently. When you grip the sword, you feel a sensation like an electric shock run through your body. Jason dies!
Oh
no! Damn it, Jason!
We found a sword. Do we?
We should have worn gloves.
Fail. We gotta go res his butt.
Isn't he the one that reses?
Yep.
So we have to go into town and pay for a res.
Yes. He's the only one that can res. And he's dead. He's dead. Jason's dead.
Alright, well... that's the downside. The other big downside is that now we need to GTFO minus your frontliner.
Oh no.
This is fine.
This is great!
This is totally fine.
Yeah.
So
We're
the
all-
funny part about all of this is that we have actually like skipped 4 boss fights.
Ooh. Audio is getting a little bit weird there on my end.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, am I having a little bit of a hiccup here?
Yeah, it just sounds really staticky for me. I don't know how it sounds for you, Angel.
The game
Yeah, it was-
or
The audio, it sounds staticky.
the game audio or me?
The game audio.
Oh.
You sound fine. It's the game audio that sounds like staticky.
Yeah. Don't know
Is
if
it
that's just.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate because it's not happening on my end.
It may just be it may be the Discord stream share then.
Yeah.
It could be.
Technology ain't perfect, but we got it anyways.
Yep.
We killed Mr. Miyagi.
Oh no.
He gave us how much money?
534 gold pieces each. Hey, look at that! He paid us to, like, res your corpse.
Basically.
Actually, I think that res is going to be more expensive than that because the cost of resurrection is based off of level.
Oh no.
We're fucked.
Okay, we're facing that wall, so we want to go right. And then, okay.
Okay, we're out the danger zone.
Yes.
Mostly.
We're
Mostly.
out. Damn it.
Uh-oh.
Oh. It's kind of great that Shuri just... Jesus!
Just chose violence?
Can we talk about the fact that Voss just hit for 54 damage?
Did he?
Yeah.
That went by really quickly.
Yeah, he very much chose violence. Which one of
He's
this?
probably the one who's carrying your corpse on his back anyways.
Did he decide to hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
Yes.
Damn it. We didn't... Dude bailed without giving us our reward money.
How dare?
Of course he did.
Alright.
How dare?
Cool. Floor vanished. That's exactly what we
Whee!
wanted. And then we go into another shoot. And then if this is what I think it is, it's a one-way door, and... Oh, I didn't know I could hurry that along. And now if I cast Doomapic, we are on floor 1, which is beautiful. That's exactly where we want to be. All right.
Oh, good. The audio turned back to normal now.
Take
so it's
left
fine.
here, come
Yeah, I
around
did.
here. Laugh at this poor fuck that... Oh. Son.
No.
Well, hopefully 8,000 is enough.
Hopefully. Only 2,500.
Oh.
That's not bad. Oh, that's actually very creepy.
The chanting's very creepy.
All right. So now, if I'm right, the mere act of me being in the party, because I think I was the one holding on to the Lord Vessel sword, is the trigger that will consider the dungeon finished.
Okay.
Congratulations! You brought back the Sword of Destruction, and as a reward, you receive 10,000 gold pieces. But rumors spread throughout town of the tower inhabitants invading the other towers in search of a new Lord Vessel to replace the one that was taken and bring them peace.
We did it.
So now,
We did it.
if we inspect, I'm holding on to 10,000 gold. Shuri's got 15,000. Voss has 10,000. Moonie had... That was 10,000 gold each.
Nice.
So when we evenly split it, it's 11,000 gold apiece.
Nice.
All right. So there's just a couple of things to do real quick
Yeah.
because oh boy, do I not want to manually heal 99 hit points.
Fair. Well, 98, but
Either way,
who wants to manually heal that?
I sure don't.
All right, let's see who's got unidentified garbage. I don't.
There's an axe and katana, but I don't think we picked up a lot.
We axe, a katana, a pair of gloves. Actually, I think that's it. So it's going to be a relatively quick set of identification, but we're still going to do it. Just to make sure. Okay, good.
I'm gonna go enjoy some booze.
You could you probably need it at this point.
I have been a pinata for the last few days.
Oh,
Let's hope that some of this stuff is good. And now time to save scum.
yay!
Please just do me a solid and just identify this first shot. Pog?
Alex. Blade of Revenge.
That sounds cursed.
That is a strictly samurai-only weapon.
Hey, boss, you need an upgrade?
That might actually be good.
If it's not cursed.
It sounds cursed.
And then we have Gloves of Pain. Those are absolutely cursed. But that's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay. Don't even
That is-
worry about it.
That is so obviously cursed that it hurts.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
Well, here, we'll just do this. Equip. Boy, it's like we. Well,
I hate it when we call it.
Yeah. That's the most dangerous part about this game is that like some of the stuff is like pretty obviously cursed. Like Epee of Regret, Gloves of Pain, yeah, that's cursed. Blade of Revenge, Headhunter, those just sound like cool weapons. Those sound like
Yeah.
things you want to put on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we're just gonna sell all of this garbage. Damn!
Heyo.
And now we have one more thing to do this episode.
Nap.
Yep. Except.
Nap.
Are we living large for this one? Woo!
Yep, we earned it. And we've got, 10K apiece, so we can absolutely afford to...
Splurge.
Yep, we're gonna have ourselves a good sleep tonight.
We're allowed.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And we absolutely saved.
Yay.
Did I save?
Did you save?
Did you?
Do you hear me mashing the save button?
I
Yep.
hear you mashing a button, whether it's the save button is
It
beyond
is.
me.
It is. Don't you worry. So, all right. We have finished one of this game's 7 dungeons.
Woo!
Woo-hoo!
And next time we go adventuring, instead of the Tower of Stillness, we're going... Well, actually... That's a good question. Do we want to go to the Tower of Witchcraft next? Or the Tower of Spirits next?
Spirits!
Because this is a game where when you finish a dungeon, it changes the other dungeons.
Oh.
So... Yeah, you can do the dungeons in whatever order you want. The Tower of Stillness is suggested to be done first, but yeah, now we have, the towers, all 3 towers are now forever changed.
Oh boy.
Amazing. But yeah, we had a major impact point here. Things are good, and this is a great way to end the recording session today.
Definitely.
We pulled off some stuff, and we have things to show for it. So,
Yeah.
go down into the description for this video, click all the links, and I do mean all of them, including the one where you give me money, and then consider giving me money. I'm not even joking about this. I want to play Fire Emblem Engage. I can't afford it right now. You get to have pets. You get to have pets.
Pets?
Yes, what more can I say? Anyways, that'll do it for this episode. Be kind and excellent to your fellow party members, as we're all looking to share the experience equally. Hopefully next time we finish a dungeon, I don't die by picking up a shiny.
Yeah.
And,
That was fun.
yeah, and hey, at least we have exorbitant amounts of money for when the shops eventually... Did the shops evolve?
Are we checking now?
Let's check now before,
Just check a smidge, I guess.
He has the sort of revenge that we literally just sold to him.
He's like, yeah, and y'all want to buy that? And I'm like, no, I don't.
We just sold it to you. We don't want it back. It killed one of us.
Oh no, the actual sword for the quest? No, we gave that up immediately. We could have
gave
used
Abigail
it.
Serpent's talent.
Yeah, we could have actually equipped it and used it on the way down, but there's no point.
Nope.
Yeah, he's got nothing new exciting. I mean, if we really want, we could be lazy AF when we have to identify stuff again, but why would we do that? Whatever, we're rich. At least we're not going to have to worry about money for a hot minute.
For a
Just
little
for a
bit, yeah.
bit.
Yep. All right, well, next episode, we're going to start a second dungeon. Who knows how that's going to go? But, yeah. I think it's time. I think we all deserve, like, something to nibble on. I think it's dinner time.
Mhm.
All right, y'all know what to do. See you next game. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.